15th. Wednesday. Yeah, it's Wednesday. Cup of coffee. Birds are chirping. The fog is set in. Um, yeah, super foggy this morning. Lots of birds chirping out there today. We got to get a poll going as usual. Give me just a moment to get that started. If I knew how to start this thing before the live cast came up, I'd probably do that. So maybe I should use Google and answer my own question. All right. Come on. Let's see here. Crazy competition. I think it's, if I can spell. Okay. Cucumbers. People are going to get the wrong idea about this stuff. And then the last one will be, there we go. A little cryptic question this morning about competitions. Learned a little bit on the way to work this morning, talking to Gemini, my AI assistant. Yeah, weird stuff. I'm on a little bit earlier than usual. I get that. It's 7:09. I normally don't get on until about 7:15, but that's okay. We'll sit here and sip on a cup of coffee for a second. While we wait, we can do the bird app and see what kind of birds are around us. That's a few of them. Carolina wren, North Cardinal, and white-throated sparrow. But there's one in the background, somewhere probably a little ways down the road, that somebody has a rooster. Somebody's got a rooster right here in town, and it's just crowing as happy as can be. I've had chickens before, maybe like 4, and never wanted a rooster because they can't tell time. You'll get a rooster that doesn't observe daylight savings time or something like that, and he'll start crowing at 3 in the morning and wake you up. So yeah, no roosters for me. I don't have chickens anymore either. That's a whole nother thing. But yeah. Oh, you did? Well, congratulations. I hope you feel better. But yeah, chickens. I had a few chickens in my backyard, a little chicken coop, and I'd get eggs and I'd share them with the neighbors and stuff. They're super easy to take care of. And if you just get hens, you'll never know they're there because they don't make any noise really. I live right outside of town, and I would let them wander around the yard and things like that, and they would eat all the bugs. My dog didn't have fleas or ticks. Mosquitoes seemed to like not exist. It was wild. I swear to you, these chickens would just roam around and scratch around the yard all day. And at night, they would go back in their chicken coop on their own because they feel safe in there. Then I close it up. And I basically had no bug problem in my yard because I had chickens. Some people would get guineas and some other stuff. I live in town now, so no chickens running around the yard for me. But I do remember that, and I thought that was kind of fascinating. That, yeah, if you had chickens, you won't have bugs in your yard of any kind. I didn't have, in Georgia, you get fire ants and stuff like that. Didn't have fire ants, didn't have anything. It was wild. Let's see. What do you think about Call of Duty Mobile? I don't play the mobile games. I'm not as agile as a 20-year-old on their phone playing video games. I gotta have a keyboard and mouse. That's how I do my video games. Wesley, what's going on, my man? Good morning to you, sir. Man, I used to have this one chicken. Americana chickens give you different type of colored eggs, almost like pastel colors. Those are kind of cool. And then a fox or something got into my chicken coop. It pulled the wire from the bottom, got in there, and there's just feathers everywhere. Oh, it came out one morning, they were all gone. I was like, well, maybe that's a sign. Maybe I shouldn't have any more chickens. Nature ridded me of those things. But yeah, I had so many eggs. It was just like I couldn't eat them all. I had to give my neighbors. My neighbors were like, dude, that's enough eggs. uh, it says I'm getting a blue color from lady eggs. Oh, get blue eggs? Yeah, you can get blue eggs. You can get pink eggs. You can get brown eggs, of course, and white eggs from different chickens and stuff. Sure. So I know my poll today is kind of cryptic, and I'll get into that in just a second. Like I said, I was listening to my AI asking strange things going on around the world, and it somehow got into competitions and was telling me about that. Some crazy competitions go on around the world. One of them in Arkansas. They race bathtubs down the street in Arkansas. I'm not sure what time of year or what city, but somewhere in Arkansas every year they have a competition where they race bathtubs down a street as a competition, like a soapbox derby type thing, I guess. I don't know. I didn't really look into it. Didn't have time. I was driving this morning, so. But yeah, that's one. I think it's Finland. They have a competition where it's called Carry Your Wife or something like that, and you're supposed to race with your wife on your back and see who can win the race. And then there's 4 of them that I learned about this morning. It's totally wild. In India, the more I learn about India, the less like I'm probably going to go. They had a competition of how many cucumber slices you can put in your mouth while blindfolded and holding a chainsaw. Does anybody else find that like insane? What? Okay, I can kind of get being blindfolded in competitions so you don't see your competitors have that many cucumbers going on. But why a chainsaw? And it's not good to be holding a chainsaw while blindfolded, yet alone having a mouthful of cucumber slices to see if you can win this competition. Yeah, it's like, what? Who come up with that? They had to be stoned out of their minds. It's like, you know what? Let's do this. I got these cucumber slices. I bet you can put, in their mouth. They're like, oh, let's do it blindfolded. And then some guys next door chopping down a tree. Like, all right, let's do it with chainsaws. That's like, how do you come up with that combination? Cucumbers, blindfolds, and chainsaws. In India. I can imagine that here in like Texas or something, maybe more so. But India, it just seems funny to me to see people in India doing that. For whatever reason, I think it's hilarious. And then the final competition that I learned about happens in March. It's called Frozen Dead Man Day in Colorado. They celebrate a frozen dead man, or a man being frozen to death in like an ice cabin or something, ice fishing. I don't know what the deal is with it, but evidently in March they have Frozen Dead Man Day. It's not a competition, but it's still pretty damn weird that they would have that. That's crazy. Yeah, that's what's going on in the world. Here I am next to a brick wall drinking a cup of coffee on YouTube. Meanwhile, people are choking on cucumbers, racing bathtubs, and carrying their wives on their back. Oh, it's like 49 degrees right now. It's supposed to get up to like 72 today in December. It's going to be, yeah, it's crazy. We got Shashabi. Hello, Shashabi. Another good cup of coffee. Let me get this other phone so I can read these comments. I got these new glasses and they suck. And I can't read the comments because I have to keep adjusting myself to be able to see. Let's see here. Somebody wanted a shout out. My friend Adam Fenwick is getting married to his partner Steven South Hall today. Can you give them a shout out? Well, there you go, Nighthawk. For Adam and Steven. Best of luck, dudes. I think marriage is a scam, though. So that's my opinion on that. Oh man. I think we're sitting around 36 now and could have been 67. Yeah, it's crazy. Bosnian, hey, what's going on, my man? I haven't seen you on here in forever. I thought you like left the internet for good or something like that. Bosnian used to be on all my live streams for a while. Are you commuting to work today or headed home or something like that? I think you're in like transit when I'm doing these live streams. It's good to see you, Bosnian. Good to see you, man. And we got somebody with a Russian name that says, hi, everybody. I'll probably get corrected on that. Adam is on the receiving end. Hey, whatever floats their boat, you know. They're not hurting me, so more power to them. uh, he's getting bullied by David Hall and needs to stop. I'm not sure about all that stuff. I'm trying to read some of these comments on another device that I can hold up closer to my face and actually read with my trifocals. Marriage does suck. Marriage is like getting drunk. It's really good at first, but the next day you're hungover. That's my take on marriage. Don't somebody else use that in a meme. Take that away from me. Don't get married now. Marriage is like it is a total scam. What's up, big dog? I've been married once in another relationship. I don't think I'll ever get married again. I just don't. I don't need a paper contract, you know. You just chilling. Nobody wants you. Oh, come on, Nighthawk. You got the internet. You got 8 billion people. You could find somebody. And it's not all, you know, sometimes maybe it's better off being alone, you know? Roch says good morning. Did a scavenger hunt. I believe it was with Cure. Yeah, Cure got me on a scavenger hunt on Sunday and totally punked me. Heavy walking around town, thinking he was right down there. Look, Adam wants you, Nighthawk. Look at there. Hey, you never know. At least you got offered something. You should be flattered that somebody likes you enough, regardless if they're not your type. There's certain people that aren't my type, and if they say nice things to me, I'm still nice to them. 29 years sober. You don't need another toxic relationship. Yeah. I used to drink, and it caused a lot of problems for me, so I had to stop. I drink non-alcoholic beer now, which is kind of lame in a way, but I like the taste of beer, so you know it works out pretty good for me. What's going on, Rolls? Well, thank you very much. It's a natural accent. I'm born in Tennessee, and I live now in Georgia. Well, I wasn't born in Tennessee. I grew up in Tennessee. But anyway. If he is in the closet, you know, whatever. Is it a French accent? Not even close, man. Not even close to a French accent. More like maybe a hillbilly redneck accent at best. Yeah. Anyway. Because I made a baked Alaska. What's a baked Alaska? You have to elaborate on what a baked Alaska is, Nighthawk. I'm almost afraid to ask now that I just said that. But I trust that you'll be civil and give us something on here. You can't really say. I'll have to Google it. Okay. Okay. Thank you, Adam, for clarifying. Yeah, that would be kind of yeah, that's something I'd be interested in either. My day's going pretty good so far. Traffic was light. I got my coffee. It's not freezing cold outside. Thanks for asking, James. This is my like I said, I have to be able to read this stuff, and that's why I got this second phone going on. Otherwise, my face would be in the screen, and you wouldn't be able to see me at all. Somebody from Argentina, Sebastian. What's going on, Sebastian and Dylan and Wesley and stuff like that? We got all kinds of people in here. Nighthawk is weird. You know, we accept everybody. We're an equal opportunity live streamer. You know, you can get all kinds of people in here. Doesn't bother me. As long as you're not, you know, hateful. You know, you're not hurting anybody. Yeah, we're just hanging out. Casual conversation over a cup of coffee. Yep. What's the third on the Cleveland Steamroller? Oh, gosh. Now, Nighthawk, you're a little too far ahead of me on that one, buddy. I don't do any of those things. If I had, I would lose friends really fast. Yeah, that's that's disgusting. Totally disgusting. I got to find out who has that rooster so we can shut that thing up over there. I swear roosters can't tell time. I don't know why. They have the folklore of them waking you up in the morning, and they'll be crowing at 3 in the morning and 4 in the morning and 5 in the morning. I don't know. You can't find a wife because you're fascinated with feces. That might be a problem. Dollar Tree. Charles, I don't know. Your donut bleached. Oh my gosh, where are we going with this stuff? I don't know how we got down this rabbit hole. People wonder what's the topic of the conversation during these live streams, and I continuously say there is no real topic. It kind of just veers off in whatever direction it goes, and then we just take it as it take it as it is and ride the ride, and see where it goes. As long as it doesn't get too crazy, I might have to put Nighthawk on timeout if he keeps it up. I don't know. I need a refill. I just got this one going. I got the thermal mug, so normally it lasts the whole stream. I'm only on here for about 30 to 45 minutes. Dashing Womble's on here. Ramesh is here. What's going on, guys? Good morning to you guys. Well, good morning to the Dashing Wombles, aka Ray. Ramesh is in India. It's good evening to him. So yeah, thanks for jumping in here and saying hi, guys. We were talking about crazy competitions and veered off on another tangent, which we're trying to get off of. But anyway. Oh, that's good, Ramesh. Any update on your coffee mug? I shipped him a coffee mug like a month ago, and it's just stuck. It can't make it to his house. Let's see what people are choosing on the poll. We got 17 votes so far. 47% say cucumbers, 18 bathtubs, 6% wives, and 29 what the hells. If you want to know what the competitions are that I'm talking about, you can ask in the chat and then I can refresh your memory. Use the drone. Yeah, if I use the drone, it would probably get there faster. Let's see here. Dylan's on here. You type in my name on Grindr, you might find me. Well, that's good to know, Dylan. You might find somebody on here. Ray got his coffee mug. Yeah, it's stuck in cement. If you went to like customs in India and then went to another facility and they're like, no, this is wrong. Let's send it over here and there. It's kind of like the post office here in the States. Just, I don't know. Is Christmas a big thing in India where you are, Ramesh? Are you getting a lot of tweet to you too, buddy? Oh, somebody said I was handsome. I can't read your name, but thank you anyway. Oh, Wes is he's a super attractive guy. Wesley. You should see his picture. Something else. Fancy cucumber fun. I'll say it again. In India, they have a competition of how many cucumber slices you can put in your mouth while blindfolded and holding a chainsaw. I'm not making this up. Look it up on Google. There's an actual competition. Here in the States, we have hot dog eating competitions. They have cucumbers in mouth blindfold with chainsaws. They take it to the next level. You're waiting for the coffee mug so you show your friends. Yeah. Well, if it's Christmas, if you celebrate Christmas a lot where you are, Ramesh, I know here in the States, things are a lot slower this time of year for delivery. So you may be experiencing the same thing. I'm not making it up. Is it Parasana? Hey, Ramesh can verify. Ramesh, is there such a competition as that cucumber slice competition? Ramesh, is that real? He's in India. He can verify. This is something that I got from AI driving up here. I asked Gemini, the Google AI, questions on the way to work. Something to talk about here. And another part of Kansas City, the package turned up in New York. Yeah, there was a story about a letter in Great Britain that was supposed to go to New Zealand, and but for some reason it went through all the different facilities and post offices and ended up at this guy's house who happened to have the same street address, but obviously not the state and zip or whatever, the country and all that. And it's supposed to go to New Zealand. So yeah. Indians don't have cucumbers. Oh, come on, Steve. Of course, why wouldn't they have cucumbers? I do think that's weird. The only one that's weirder and stranger than that is the frozen dead guy in Colorado. It's not a competition, but it's still crazy. It's some stupid celebration around St. Patrick's Day or something like that. It's called Frozen Man Day or something like that. Dead guy, frozen dead guy. Not just some guy frozen to death. He's dead. So that's what, I don't know why they're celebrating that, but yeah. Or the Prime Minister in the UK. I have no opinion on that because I really don't know. I don't follow the UK politics. So yeah. Bake Alaska Day. Oh my gosh. We're never going to let that go, are we? Bake Alaska Day. Oh, is there anything we can change the subject to? Anything at all? Tupac or Biggie? I like Biggie better. You said maybe because he couldn't be bothered to walk over the road, but instead drove to the post shop. I would prefer Biggie over Tupac. Tupac's really good too, but if I had to choose one, I'd probably go with Biggie. Yeah. Ray's from the UK. He says they're just as crazy as they are here in the States. Yeah. A gift you should give your mom. Lively. I have a Coffee with Malcolm coffee mug that I can send you that you can give to her. Totally random and off the wall. And if you wanted to do that, you could. Let's see here. Biggie didn't understand thermodynamics. I don't think that hurt his career, though. Weed or alcohol. I've had alcohol, and it's very dangerous for me. Never had weed. I would like to try it someday. So I really can't answer that one. Yeah. A coffee mug. Yeah, but this coffee mug has my face on it and says Coffee with Malcolm for my morning coffee show that we're on right now. If you want, my email address is coffeewithmalcolm@gmail.com. It's going to be in the description of this video. Shoot me an email. I won't even charge you. I'll send it to you, no problem, as a holiday gift. I got one coffee mug left, and I'll send it to you, and you can give it to your mom, and she'll be completely puzzled. But you got to tell me today, because I think today's the last day for shipping stuff to get it there by Christmas. So yeah, I'm in the Atlanta, Georgia area. And I work at the post office. I'm on the back loading dock. I can't film inside. It's against the rules. But no. Are you a good enough person to enter heaven? Yeah, I've cussed all the time. Lusted, hated, yeah. Yeah. I've done all those things, Clark. Done all those things. But I think we're all going to heaven. Maybe with a few exceptions like Hitler and Stalin. Maybe, but other than that, I think most everybody else is going to get into heaven. So we got somebody from Mobile, Alabama. Cool. Why don't I have a southern accent? I still do in a way, but I try to get rid of it because it kind of made me feel stupid in a way. I'm not trying to generalize people's southern accents being stupid. It just I didn't want to talk that way anymore. So I try not to, and a lot of times I still do. But I don't know, it's just the way I talk now. Well, I'm not going to get into a religious debate with you, Clark. I appreciate your opinion, and I respect that. But, yeah. You can hear my accent. Yeah, it's there. I still have a southern accent. I just don't say a lot of things, um, like fixing. I'm fixing to go here. I'm fixing to go there. I used to say that all the time. I had to break myself of that. Um, what are some other little things I used to say? I say ain't every once in a while still. Um, I don't say y'all. I never did. I never was on hey y'all, that type of thing. Um, Biggie was from Alaska. Well, he was warm enough for it, right? Cutting cucumbers blindfolded. He got the Guinness Book World Records cutting cucumbers blindfolded. They're cutting cucumbers blindfolded with a chainsaw. Then why did it say? I don't know. That's the competition. That makes more sense. But cutting a cucumber with a chainsaw, would it just obliterate the cucumber? I don't know. I've used chainsaws, and I can imagine what they would do to fruit and vegetables. So yeah. Cucumber cutting competition with chainsaws. You would go through so many cucumbers trying to get slices. I don't see how that's feasible. I don't know. You can't eat cucumbers on a Sunday in India? Uh-oh. Ramesh is speaking a different language on us. I'm not sure what you mean, Nighthawk. Nighthawk has these cryptic messages too. I really can't follow him. I'm just showing my ignorance, I guess. They say ignorance is bliss. Right now, I'm kind of blissful. What is my body count? I don't know what my body count is. Are you talking about when I was deployed overseas, or the other type of body count? I don't know what my body count is. Adam and Nighthawk are like running this whole chat thing. Oh man, they're just having fun. I don't think they're hurting anybody in the chat. You know, like I said, they're not really being mean to anybody. They're just kind of being facetious. No time for haters on here. Using abusive words, so I had to use my language out here. Cool. Chinese bots. Still don't know what those drone things are. Last night there's a municipal airport near my house, and I was in the backyard. It was dark, and the plane took off, and it looked like one of those drones in the videos that everybody's freaking out about. So I videotaped it, and I was like, "Holy crap, y'all! This is one of them drones. It sounds like it's gas powered." And I followed it with the camera, and it looked like all those drone pictures people were putting on the internet for New Jersey. Pakistan, it's illegal to wear a watch on your left wrist. What? That can't be right. Yeah, I swear it had the little blinking lights and everything, but it's obviously a prop plane, little crop duster type thing, Cessna or something like that, and it was loud as hell. And I'm sitting there video trying to act like a redneck. Look, y'all, they're gas powered down here in Georgia. Oh, Sandra's from Australia. Well, hello, Sandra. Thank you for joining us today. It's late at night for you, isn't it? Anyway, let's see here. Let's get that guy, and we got to do a little something real quick. There we go. You see a van-sized drone? They say their biggest cars flying over New Jersey and everything like that. 10:40 p.m. Okay, that's pretty late. If I saw a van-sized drone, I would probably take cover. I would definitely take cover. I think a lot of them are now. I think a lot of it's AI type stuff now. People are just manufacturing these videos on their computers and putting them on the internet to make them viral. Because some of them are just ridiculous, and it's like, nah, it can't be. I was in the United States Army for 23 years. Yep. Well, thanks for stopping by, Sandra. I have coffee every morning on here, Monday through Friday. We just have casual conversation, if I could talk correctly. And this is what we do. Kind of a little banter going back and forth, you know. I would definitely take cover if a van-sized drone came across. I don't have a gun, so I can't shoot it. Um, but I don't know. I think it's at this point. I think it's more of a hoax than a real thing. At first, it was strange and it seemed believable that these random drones were flying around, but now it's kind of like, it's probably all AI stuff. All the stuff that's coming out now from all these people posting stuff. I think it's a lot of AI generated garbage that people are playing around with, to make themselves famous on the internet. You know. Yeah. Did I see your comment 420? Let me go back and look. I apologize if I missed it. This is going a lot faster than I normally have. I don't see your comment 420. You may have to post it again. And I got my my prompt over here so I can read a little bit easier. Still need to find out about that frozen dead man in Colorado, though. I think initially those drones were confirmed, and initially I think they were random and freaking people out. I don't doubt that part of it, but it's just like gotten way out of control. It's gone. It's like wildfire now. People are have these videos of drones crashing in their driveway, and all the ones look like motherships hanging over their neighborhood, and they're like, yeah, it's kind of over the top. I was an E7, Sergeant First Class, when I got out. Sergeant First Class. Got all kinds of critters in here. Squirrels are fighting each other in the trees this morning. Got another 5 minutes or so, and then I'll have to get off here. What happened to the frozen dead? There's some. Obviously, they have this celebration in Colorado, here in the United States, and it's supposed to be around St. Patrick's Day. I haven't researched it. It's just something I kind of came across on the internet. But it's Frozen Dead Man Day. Something to the effect of ice fishing and finding somebody frozen in a shed or something like that. I don't know. I don't know. It's just something crazy I saw on the internet. I can't say for a certainty if it's true or not, but it is kind of off the wall and funny at the same time. That whole AI thing, you ask it questions, it'll tell you one thing, and you learn that it really didn't know what it was talking about, because it told me about the cucumber thing in India was totally wrong. uh, Maybe. I don't know. I don't want to talk about my combat. It's not anything glorious to talk about. We'll move on to something else. Yeah, AI is flawed. But it's still fun to mess around with. I did some videos asking it to make little pictures and videos, and it's interesting to see how it messes up. I did a little video on that too a while back, a little short video where I asked it to make all these like 3-5 second videos with these crazy prompts, and the random things that it came up with were really odd. So yeah, you can check that out on my channel. Yesterday I found this video of a pig jumping these walls in this barn, and the guy couldn't catch it. So I redid it like Mario Brothers, and it's it's kind of funny. You check it out on my. I did it last night. Put it together. It's pretty funny. What kind of live is this? It's a coffee talk, casual coffee talk in the morning, Monday through Friday. That's what you got going on here, Metro. It just I like in this live stream to go into a local coffee shop and sit next to some strangers and just striking up a conversation. That's all. Talk about current events and some other little things. Learn about some people in other countries. Whatever comes up. I know what they really got, but I think AI isn't that great. I was using Gemini. Google's Gemini. You can talk to it like I'm talking to you right now, and it'll talk right back to you. And it's kind of messed up too. It told me the midterm elections were going on right now, so it's like, yeah, whatever. Do I invest in stock? I tried with like that Robinhood app, but I just broke even. So I really didn't mess with it much. I dabbled in it, but I don't know enough about the economy and stocks to even really do things like that. You met your girlfriend? You got a girlfriend this type of stream? Cool, man. I got twang in my voice. Yeah, I grew up in Tennessee. I don't know what to tell you. Book recommendations, Mitchell? I really don't read a lot of books, honestly. I read a nice little book about Sir Isaac Newton. That was a cool, interesting book about his life. I don't know the exact title of it. You come back tomorrow, I can bring it with me and show it to you on the camera. I do audiobooks. I'm kind of lazy when it comes to reading now. I watch videos, listen to audiobooks while I'm driving. So, yeah. Gambling and investing in stock, to me, is the same thing. Jack says the King James Bible, 1,000%. I'll argue that King James Version a little bit, because the King James Version was written because he wanted his version of the Bible to accommodate what he wanted to do and break away from the Catholic Church. So you might want to research that a little bit. I wouldn't bet my whole life on it, but you're more than welcome to do so if you feel that way. Gambling is funny. Is not funny. Gambling is not funny. Stocks are not funny either. Follow the River. It's a good book about Mary Ingalls in West Virginia. Huh. My argument with the King James Version, some people live and die by that version, right? Saying that, does that mean that other people in other countries with other languages are all doomed because they can't read the Old English or the King James Version? So some people down in Ecuador that can't speak English or read English, or can't even read at all, they're going to have to rely on the King James Version? I don't think that's going to be a good way to learn English. You read all of them? Well, that's good. From Russia. I finally got my McGregor comment. That's the first Conor McGregor reference today. That was kind of one. English-speaking people, don't be silly. Best version for English-speaking people, don't be silly. The King James. I'm still going to argue with you. I don't really believe that personally. But at the same time, if that's what you want to believe, I'll totally respect that. I'm not going to argue with you about it. I'm not going to make fun of you or demean you for it. It's your choice, and I respect that. Everybody should have their own choice and free will to follow their own path. So, but if the King James is for you, then more power to you. And I hope you have a good day. I hope to see you again tomorrow as well. So, yeah. No, my heritage is Scottish. According to my dad, he used to do the family tree stuff all the time. Yeah. See, I'm trying to keep up with the comments here. All right, Wesley, you have a good day, man. It's about time for me to get off here as well. I got a few more minutes, and then I might have to go inside and get to work. So, but 60 Scottish, 40 Irish. I'm a mix. I'm a mutt. I got a little bit of this and that. My mother's from Austria, so I got a little bit of that in me. My dad's side is from Scottish, but he grew up in the States. I mean, the lineage is from Scotland, not that he was born and raised in Scotland or anything like that. Coffee in the morning makes you go. That's what a lot of people say. And it's my only vice. So, that and video games. I like to play on the internet and drink coffee. At least I share my coffee with you guys. This little Stanley mug. It's not getting recalled though. This isn't one of the ones that gets recalled. It's just a little camping mug. Because my regular mugs in this weather, my coffee would get cold. But now it stays nice and toasty. Uh-oh. There we go. What devotion are you? Oh, let's see you sit here. Let's see, what devotion are you? I was raised Catholic, and then I kept studying and trying to learn more. And the more I learned and the more questions I had, they couldn't be answered. And I just didn't feel like it was genuine. I didn't feel like it was, I felt like I was living a lie. So I had to find my own way. And then I started reading about Judaism. And it really resonated with me. And I felt something more genuine following Judaism more so than Christianity. And the more I learned, I found that there were flaws in Christianity. And I went through different sources and everything. I just didn't run into one guy and took everything he said for, fact. But it's just some things that I've been studying, learning, and reading about. It's what's for me. Now, I haven't converted or anything like that. I try to follow that basic guideline. I don't know if I will convert or not. I've read the Torah, and I'm working on the Talmud. I haven't really started. Like I said, I'm not good at reading. I can't stay focused long enough. It took me forever to read the Torah. It's only the 5 books of Moses, but the Talmud's a lot longer. And, I guess I'm ADD. I can't stay focused long enough to read a book that big. And not anytime soon. There's Tina with her Red Bull.
Day 2.
The same can?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. It takes her 2 days to drink a Red Bull.
Caffeine, man.
Here, that effect, caffeine has that much effect on you. That's crazy. It's basically the Old Testament. Yeah, you could say that. Yeah, you're right. But, there's a lot of arguments about the New Testament, and a lot of it being written by Paul. And then the 4 books, Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, were mostly written 80 to 100 years after Jesus' death. And a lot of this stuff didn't come to fruition until hundreds of years after Jesus died. And the Christianity didn't really take off until the Roman Empire adopted it. And that's what made it gain popularity for a lot of people. It had a rough start, if you will. And I think there's a lot of, and it's not just Christianity. A lot of religions have a lot of hypocrisies in them, and people don't really practice what they preach. So to be, I try to judge people by their character. I'm not really concerned about what they believe in. Not anymore. I used to younger, I would be like, why don't you believe this? Why don't you believe that? This is the way. And if you don't genuinely follow it yourself, then you're just lying to yourself. I didn't really want to go down this rabbit hole, but I don't think Jesus was the Messiah. Because even in the Torah it says that when the true Messiah comes, all the swords will turn into plowshares. There'll be no more war. Everybody in the world will know God. And a lot of these other, and none of that stuff happened. So, we're not Romans. They was, okay. Essentially, the German tribes that defeated Rome essentially just looked at their name and then converted Catholicism. Not the same thing. You dedicate life to reality. It means that pursuing science is wrong or contradictory. I don't know how to answer that, Roman. If you dedicate your life to reality, does it mean that pursuing science is wrong or contradictory? No. I don't think so. God created everything, right? And if you don't believe in God, that's fine too. I'm not trying to steer you one way or the other. I'm just saying, if you believe God created everything, then He created science as well. Why not learn more about it? To history, maybe, yeah. Well, it's time for me to go inside and go to work. I hope nobody got offended or anything like that in the chat. I like to keep the live stream lively and friendly. Um, but we kind of got a little bit on a religious tangent, which is fine. I don't want to offend anybody or make single anybody out. Like I said before, I respect everybody's choice, and I hope you guys all have a good day. Thank you for joining me on this little live stream. I'll be here again tomorrow morning. Um, I'm not offended either, big dog. I hope you like and subscribe, and I look forward to possibly seeing you guys tomorrow morning. Check out some other videos, and you might enjoy them. Like, subscribe, share, get the word out there. Let's get this channel rocking, and I'll see you guys next time. Have a good day, everybody, or good night, wherever you are.